Happy Trans Day of Visibility! My name is Caramel, and this is my submission, quote unquote, for Celeste Strawberry Jam TDoV percent, aka Trans Day of Visibility percent. It's just a silly little category. I'm not taking it too seriously, but it's a silly little Celeste speedrunning category invented by the YouTuber Marchalan Craft, where the goal is to start with a completed save file of Celeste Strawberry Jam's beginner lobby, and simply touch every trans flag in the lobby as quickly as possible. Time starts when I hit climb and ends when I touch the final trans flag. Alright, timing's... Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully for the last time. Timing starts when I hit climb, so 3, 2, 1, climb. Since this run has to be done from a completed save file, you can't actually use the in-game timer as you normally would. So I have to use an external timer. So this is why my setup is so scuffed for this run. Hopefully you'll forgive me. Oh, there you go, much better. Alright, first map we have to play is Troposphere. Troposphere is honestly a pretty fun map, even in a speedrun context. Like, you wouldn't really have a lot of room for optimization, since it relies heavily on these dream blocks, and, well, you kind of move through a set speed through dream blocks anyway. But turns out, there are a lot of little optimizations you can do here and there, which make this map a really fun one to play. I should mention, I am doing live commentary for this run, and this is basically my first time ever doing live commentary in a speedrunning context, so this is probably going to be a disaster. But oh well, this is honestly a pretty fun map though. I'm glad it's part of this run. This is probably the first time I've ever died like this. Huh. No, Caramel, what are you doing? Yeah, my goal for this speedrun is to get a sub 13 minutes. I have a lot of room to do this. I have a... Like, I'm pretty sure I can do this pretty easily, but... Well, pretty easily. I still have to play pretty cleanly, but... we'll see. I guess if you're hearing this, it probably means that this run is a run I was satisfied with, and if so, it's probably a sub 13. Really though, I almost feel like how well I do in this map almost doesn't matter, because there is one map in particular where there are trans flags that you have to get, and this map is the one where I'm going to lose all of my time. Ah, dang it, I didn't get it. It's satisfying to do when you get it right, though. Probably saves like, I don't know, half a second at most, if even that, but it feels satisfying to do, so I wanted to go for it. Alright, let's see, touching battle in Orm at 318. I think that's about on par with my PB. But yeah, regardless, this map isn't really where the big time save is, and there you go, trans flag has been obtained. Alright, so the next map we have to play is Strawberry Orchard. Paints we will get to later. Now, Strawberry Orchard is actually really hard in this speedrun. Like, it is a red beginner maps, which means it's still in beginner, but it's basically difficult beginner. But yeah, so what you have to do is skip this cutscene, grab the strawberry jam, dash up, skip this cutscene, and boom, trans flag has been obtained. So yeah, very difficult as you can see. No, but seriously, the actual hard part of this run is coming up right now in Paint. Hopefully my game doesn't crash this time. Okay, perfect. Yeah, the thing is, Paint relies heavily on these cycles that are tied to the music, and this means that if you do a small mistake somewhere, as I just did, it's going to mess up the cycles for pretty much the entire rest of the map. And thankfully, my cycles can't get messed up. The cycles I've learned, because I didn't learn any cycles, because I figured, well, I'm going to die here anyway. I'm not good enough to have a flawless run, and I'm not even... I don't really care enough to do it. So I'm just not gonna bother learning the cycles. And if I'm not learning the cycles, you may be wondering, how am I playing this? Well, my goal is just to wildly improvise and hope that it actually, by some miracle, goes kind of well. Ah! Alright, so far, it hasn't been going too poorly. A couple of deaths here and there, but nothing too costly. At the very least, Caramel focus. Yeah, as you can tell, this live commentary is actually really hard. I don't know how people do it. Okay, that was completely planned, of course. That was fully intentional. And, okay, I thought the platform would come and save me. Alright, we're, I think, like, about a third of the way through Paint. I have no idea how I survived there. Oh, this map, or this room rather. Yes, I got it first try. Okay. I usually don't get that strat first try. It's honestly not worth going for at all, because it saves like half a second, and you lose a ton of time if you miss it. But hey, again, I'm not taking this run seriously at all. I'm just doing whatever feels fun to do. Like, even my run, even like my routing through Paints, because there are many different routes you can go through Paints, and I have no idea which route is faster. I just went for whatever felt the most fun to do. Also, my commentary is probably a disaster. I'm just rambling on without any idea of what I'm saying, but with that said, trans flag has been obtained. There's another one at the very end of the map though, so we have to keep playing here. So we basically have to play through the entirety of this map, which is, again, a pretty difficult time considering how Paint is probably the hardest map to optimize in all of the beginner lobby. I literally never noticed that these spikes were there. That actually jump scared me. Here I have to wait for the cycles anyway, so it's fine if I wait a little bit. I always die here. I always try to go too fast. Just take your time, Caramel. You don't need to go too fast all the time, especially when it gets you killed. There's probably a way to make that cycle, but I never learned it. Alright, skip cutscene. And boom, now we're into the final part of this map, and we have 2 double dashes now. We have 1 double dash rather. This is where this map actually starts getting really fun though. Caramel. I am amazed I didn't die here. Okay. wait for the cycles to line up, and there we go, do this little demo. Right, would you believe me if I said that this run through paint was actually going pretty well, all things considered, despite the number of deaths I've had? Because, yeah, usually this map is just straight up a disaster. Alright, we made it through. Reached battle in orb at 9:45 about. I think that's my PB, so if we don't completely mess up the ending, we should be good. And there you go. Translag has been obtained in Paint 2. So now, all that is left for us is the flag at the end of the hard side. Now thankfully, we are playing this from a completed save file, so we can just select the checkpoint in the hard side that has the flag. It's at the very end though, so... Alright, first of all, drop soul. I don't think there's a lot of optimization you can do here, because the number of dashes you have is limited. Alright. Again, here I don't know that there's a lot of optimizations you can do, because you have to wait for the cycles anyway. And now we are playing Paint again, which, if you'll recall, I just said was the hardest map in the beginner lobby to optimize, so... Okay, that was almost a disaster. We made it through though. That's what matters. I think we're on pace to get the sub 13, the sub 13 I'm looking for, but it's gonna be tough. I have to play pretty well here. I don't have a lot of room to make mistakes. Honestly, I think a sub 12 is probably possible. Well, actually, a sub 10 is definitely possible, but I don't think I'm good enough to do it. Boom. Okay, 12. Okay, pausing the timer. I'm pausing it a little late, but that was a 12. Okay. I think I'm satisfied with this run. Actually, let me just... There you go. Let me just click the heart so that we get this nice little end screen to end this on. So yeah, this was my non-submission for the barely a category. So yeah, this was a pretty fun run to do. I'm sure someone can optimize this way more than I ever could. But yeah, I guess shoutouts to March, shoutouts to Marchalan Craft, and yeah, bye!